Girl, get me together, child. I don't know, but it's good and I'm hungry.
Okay, popping since quarantine.
So you gotta have your legs. Wait. Being up, down, up, down.
Okay, I'm
gonna say it. Hi everybody, welcome back to the 11th hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna have a good show today, guys. You know why? Because it's quarantine and you ain't got shit else to do. Okay? So, firstly, I know that Cinco de Mayo was on Tuesday, but we a few days late, but I was like, you know what? I want to have a Mexican day. I want to have a little taco day. So I made me some quesadillas, got me some chips, got me some salsa, got me some margaritas. As you can see, I've been drinking this thing because I'm tired, y'all. We've been recording all day. But we good now, so I got y'all. So today we are going to discuss things that you guys have asked me questions about. So I was like, you know what? I want to put out a questionnaire during this quarantine. I want to go on my Instagram and I want to put questions on my Instagram and I want the viewers and my followers to tell me, ask me certain questions, ask me things that they want me to answer, that they want me to know. And so I got so many questions and I'm going to answer them for you guys today. And some of them are juicy, so you might want to keep watching this. But first, we're going to go through some little quarantine must-haves that I came up with. So everybody has their little quarantine must-haves during this time, whether it's something that makes them feel good, whether it's self-care, whether it's for your hair products, all of that. So I'm going to go through my quarantine must-haves, and maybe I can give you guys some of my tips. So let's get into that. Okay, as you can see, I have a couple of things that I want to share with you guys that are my quarantine must-haves. So first, we have the nail polish and the nail filer. So let me tell you guys. Firstly, I just want to say that the shit is real out here. Because me, I had on acrylic. When I tell y'all, it was so hard to get those acrylic nails off. I'm still struggling. Now, although I have not painted my nails, I've painted my feet because I do not play about my feet. So all these memes I'm seeing about, you know, girl, my toes. I'm like, have y'all never painted y'all toes before? What are y'all doing? Come on now, get down and paint your toes. So fingernail polish and nail filer is the first thing. Secondly, you have to have the face products. So I have eczema on my skin, unfortunately. So I have a cream from the dermatologist that I use. However, cocoa butter is my best friend. Palmer's to be exact. So after I, wash my face and put my little dermatologist cream on, I use my cocoa butter, and then I think it's CeraVe, and then I do my CeraVe moisturizing cream, and it's been clearing up my skin a lot. So clearly, it's been working for me. Next, we have the lotion. So everybody has, coconut oil or cocoa butter, whatever they like to use. But I also like scented lotion. So this is like my Bath and Body Works lotion. So one of my friends gave this to me for my birthday, and I just love it because it just smells so good and it makes me feel good. Next, we have the candles. So you have to have the candles because you want to make sure that your house has that ambience, that if you're going to be in the house, make sure that you feel good. Make sure that you're relaxed, you're cozy, and having candles around my apartment really makes me feel good. It makes the apartment smell good. It sets the mood. And you always have to have you a good candle. Next we have is the notebook. So listen, for me, I was never a person who liked to write down my thoughts and write down everything. But this time has really allowed me to journal my thoughts, journal how I'm feeling, journal how what somebody said made me feel, journal how what I watched made me feel, what I ate made me feel. Just anything I journal because that just allows me to release all of my energy and everything that I'm thinking and put it on paper. Next we have wine. Okay, listen. Me and my girl Antonia, we talked about how we have to have our wine, red wine to be exact, because it relaxes you. You've been in the house, you watching a good show on Netflix, you got your wine, you got your popcorn or whatever you got. It just makes you feel good. Be a little tipsy while you're at home. Have some fun. Next we have a book. So I'm not going to read this because my mom might be watching and she hates this book. But have you a book that you can just read that makes you feel good, that makes you think about, you know, I don't know, it makes you, maybe it has big words. Maybe it's talking about how to get your money up. Maybe it's talking about love. I don't know. But this one, it talks about how to not care. And that's my biggest issue is caring too much. So I need to read books on how to not care, okay? Lastly, we have flowers. So let me just say this. I personally love fresh flowers. So my girl Ashley always told me, Ariel, you need to start having artificial flowers in your house. Like, fresh flowers is the thing. And so actually this is really cute and I got it from Home Goods, so I do have this. But fresh flowers, like, that's something that you have to have in your house. Like, it's gonna make your house look even better when you decorate it. So if you don't have fresh flowers, go get you a nice vase. Go get you some nice pretty flowers from Publix. They have 3 for $12. Decorate your house and see how much of a difference it makes. So guys, those are just a few things that are like my quarantine must-haves. You know, they help me feel better about my skin, feel better about my mood when I'm reading a book or when I'm journaling, my flowers, my candles, my wine. Those are just a few things that help me during my quarantine. So now we are going to get into these questions, and you might want to keep watching because they are juicy. Okay, let's get into that. Y'all, I'm kind of feeling myself. As you can see, I've been drinking this thing. I've been drinking. Okay, so let's get into these questions. So I went on Instagram and I did a questionnaire. I said, hey, what are some questions that you guys would like me to answer during this quarantine? Just give my opinion. I mean, this is my show, so clearly you care about my opinion if you watch. You know what I'm saying? All right, so a lot of my friends and people I don't know, viewers that I have and fans, they reached out and sent me some questions. So I kind of went through the list of what I like the most, and I'm gonna go through them right now. So let's get started. So the first question is, what have you been doing to keep your mind occupied during quarantine? So, let me just say this. This is a time where depression is going to be really real because you don't have any time to occupy your mind. What are you going to do? You're not going to go to the mall. You're not going to go to the bar. You're not going to go out with your friends. So, you're constantly thinking. You're in your head. So, for me, I'm not going to lie. It's been a challenge. I have been in my head. Like, I have been thinking about all type of things. And so what I've been doing to occupy my time is I have done a few things. So number one, I've caught up on shows that, you know, or binge watch things that I didn't know about. So me and my friend the other day, we watched Little Fires Everywhere. So that was such a good show. So that was something that just had me tuned in into that one thing. My mind wasn't racing because I was focused on that show. Then number two is I have been taking up my real estate classes. So that's something, obviously people are working still too at home, but taking up real estate is something that I've been trying to do, and I haven't had time to study and put in the time that I need to. So that's something that I focused on during this time, is studying for my real estate. Number three is I have been journaling a lot. So I've been like meditating. So one of my homegirls, she was like, you know, she meditates. And that really helps her. So I meditate and I journal. That really, really, really allows me to clear my mind and just get everything off. So those are a few things. And I've been cooking a lot. All my friends know that I love to try different recipes. I love to cook. So I've been cooking a lot. So if you don't know how to cook, this is the time to develop that skill and get it going. Do something that's going to make you happy. Do something that's going to give you a skill. So for instance, I'm recording right now. I never get to record. This is a time where I'm recording because I love to record. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. The next question is, how do you feel about rekindling friendships? So that's so interesting that somebody asked this question because I just thought about reaching out to an old friend, somebody that I had a really, really close relationship, one of my best friends, but we, you know, I hate the word fell out or the term fell out, but we did. We fell out. And thought about reaching out to him, but here was the thing. For me, I'm an Aries. I know that doesn't matter to a lot of people, but I'm big on astrology and zodiac. But I personally don't hold grudges. However, if you are my friend and you do something that to the point of no return. Like, I just cannot let that go. Even though I forgave you, I can't forget what you did. And I can't forget how you made me feel in that moment. And if you made me feel so low that I just cannot forget how I felt, it's not worth it. Now, if you were a close friend of mine, we had a little disagreement, or you've been loyal to me and, you know, you didn't do anything, you know, you might have said something, or you might have, whatever, you might have gotten a disagreement, and it's not worth losing a friendship over because that person has proved their loyalty and they didn't do anything to literally stab you in the back, then yes, reach out to that friend. Life is too short. Rekindle that friendship. For me personally, I make that decision based off how you make me feel. If I feel like I can't trust you anymore, if I feel like you talk behind my back, if I feel like, you know, you are jealous of me or envious of me, no, I'm not rekindling a friendship, because that's not a friend. But if we got into it and we just had a disagreement, or, you know, at that time in our lives we just became distant, things weren't lining up, then yeah, rekindle that friendship. So that's how I look at things. The next question is an STD a deal breaker in a relationship? Is water wet? Hell yeah. Like, first of all, let me just say this. Let me sip my margarita. If you have an STD, that means you cheated on me. One thing about me, baby, I don't do cheaters, okay? So if your ass cheated on me, I'm not gonna allow you to still be in my life. And if you gave me an STD, I'm definitely not gonna allow you to be in my life. So yes, that is a deal breaker, because I can't trust you anymore. And if we don't have trust, we don't have anything. So I don't know what to tell you. No, that's a deal breaker. Sorry, I got a little irritated by that one. Okay. Next question. Do you believe in love at first sight? Okay. Child, my Nene Leaks today. So, no, I do not believe in love at first sight. I think that people have seen each other and was so attracted to that person that said, that's going to be my wife. Now, you know, to each his own. But I don't believe in love at first sight, because you cannot look at somebody and say, oh, they are so breathtaking to me that I'm in love. Like, love is not looks. It's not. So you cannot possibly be in love with somebody based on how they look. No, I don't believe in love at first sight. Now, I do believe that you can fall. I do believe that you can love someone early. I do believe that you can love someone within the first 1 to 2 months. I truly believe that. Because in my opinion, when you know, you know. And when somebody makes you feel, it's just this feeling that you get, right? Like, you just feel like this person is the one. Like, I love this person. Like, I get scared when they're not around. Like, I fear for their safety. I think about them in my dreams. I think about them, you know, how they're doing. If they're happy, I pray for them. That doesn't take long to have. Because most people know within the first date, maybe 2, maybe 3, whether or not they're going to want to be with that person, or whether or not they can see themselves being with that person. So I do believe that you can love someone within the first 1 to 2 months. Yes, I do. The next question is, I'm just going to roll into this one because it's similar. What's your definition of love? So, I actually it's interesting. I don't tell my business usually, but I'm like on a roll because I think I'm like a little tipsy right now. Next question is, what is success to you? So, success to me is not about financial stability. Success to me is about setting a goal, setting a specific goal and reaching that achievement, achieving something that you've always wanted to achieve. For example, I've always wanted to write my screenplays, which I've already done, and um, not technically sell them, but produce a movie. That is a goal that I will have for the rest of my life. Until I achieve that, I haven't reached success fully. When I achieve that, I feel that it's successful for me. Because I said this is something that I want to do. This is a big thing that I want to do. And I want to accomplish this goal. And when I accomplish it, that is successful. So success, everybody has a different definition of success. But me personally, I feel like success is when you have a big goal that you want to achieve and you work hard and you achieve that goal. Now, whether it brings you money or not, that doesn't mean it wasn't successful. That just means that to you, that is what was successful and important to you. I know that's a weird definition, but that's just my definition of success. So, and this is my show. And I'm answering the questions. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I told y'all I'm a little, I ain't gonna say the word, but okay. Anyways, next question is, what have you been buying mostly during quarantine? Y'all, listen. At first, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a time where I'm saving money. Child, boo. I have been buying. Y'all, when I tell you I have about 3 packages per day, no lie, I swear to God. I got it, like, the mail people are probably like, this girl must be rich. And I'm not. Because I literally sit on my phone, and I don't even need them all, child. I literally sit on my phone, oh, I like that, buy. I done bought me a pair of Air Maxes. I done bought me some sandals. I done bought me like 3 pair of heels. Lord knows I got a million, don't need anymore. I done bought me some jumpsuits, some sweatshirts. I done bought t-shirts. I done bought everything you think of. So I've been buying a lot of stuff. Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova, Nordstrom Rack, and not Fashion Nova because I like their pajamas, but Pretty Little Thing, Boohoo, Nordstrom Rack, Nike. Those have been my booze, okay? And I need to stop. So, yeah. So the next question is, what are some challenges that you face as a woman? So, for me, I think that I face a challenge that every woman, and if she says she doesn't, she's lying. Insecurities. Sometimes you feel insecure, whether it's about your body or, your hair or, your clothes or the type of bags you wear. I mean, just being insecure. Not feeling like you're getting enough attention or not feeling like you're attractive anymore or that you are the weight that you used to be. Just being insecure. But a main challenge that I think I face is having control over my emotions. I am somewhat of an emotional person, and I've been working towards being better at controlling my emotions. And that's something that I think that I have not attained yet, is controlling my emotions. Like, sometimes I just react. I'm impulsive. You say something, oh, really? Instead of thinking, okay, let me think about this before I respond. So that's something that I face as a woman, being overly emotional and not having emotional intelligence. So that's one thing I will say about a lot of men. A lot of men can control their emotions. A lot of men have control over their emotions. Whereas women, I feel like a lot of women don't. There are some women that do. But me personally, I am not one of those women. So sometimes I can allow my emotions to get the best of me and I respond before really, really thinking about how I'm responding. So that's what I would say as a woman. Y'all, we almost done. This is the last question. Do you feel you are where you thought you would be at 26? Hells to the no. I'm not. And, I'm dealing with that every day because I'm like, at 26, I thought I would be in a long relationship, maybe married. Like, I thought that I might have another degree. I thought that I would be this far in my career, and I'm not. And it's okay because what God has for me is for me. And I sound like an idiot because I'm not really thinking that sometimes, to be honest, y'all. Sometimes I'm like, God, why? Like, why am I not here or here or here? But I'm learning to take each day by day, and really allow myself to not put time restraints on everything. So that's it for today, guys. I think I've answered all the questions. And you know, I'm just so thankful that you guys love me so much that you tune in every time I post a video. Keep watching. It's always going to be great videos like this. I have a new video coming out with one of my girls. We're going to be talking about fashion for all y'all that love to dress. We're going to be dibbling, dabbing, and you know, a little bit of different pieces. So tune in for that and watch for that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm so tired. We done filmed this like 10 times. So y'all, I'm just ready to eat my food, watch this show, and drink my wine. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope that you guys enjoyed the show and be on the lookout for the next one. Good night. The topic of today is what to expect out of the dating and talking stage.
Okay.
I think that is very relevant to our generation because there are so many people confused on what it means. I mean, on the one hand, you have those group of people who